Further, we have filed a notice that we will seek sentence enhancement pursuant to Georgia's sentencing enhancement statute, commonly referred to as a hate crime statute, based on the race and gender of the victims. This is the first time that the statute has been used in Fulton County, and it is my belief in the state. I am here with the team that I chose to seek an indictment in this case and move us one step closer to justice. Executive District Attorney Michael Carlson, Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love, Chief Senior District Attorney Adam Abadi, and Chief Senior District Attorney Kevin Armstrong. All of these members of my staff have extensive prosecutorial experience in major felonies, including capital cases. I have put some of the most experienced and best attorneys on this case because it is important to every member of our community. They have been closely working with Detective DeMeester of the Atlanta Police Department and other law enforcement agencies in this state, who investigated the case that we put to these grand jurors. Before I close, let me make a couple more important points. First, the defendant in this case, as in all cases, is presumed innocent. The counts in the indictment are allegations at this stage, and it is incumbent upon my office to prove them to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt. Second, the charges we have brought in this case, as well as seeking the death penalty and sentence enhancement based on alleged motivation by bias and/or prejudice, send a message that everyone within this community is valued. We are all equal before the law, whether a victim or a defendant, and this office will work tirelessly every day to uphold that ideal. This prosecution is part of that effort.